Afternoon, folks. We're gonna do gear review today. This is Pretty Reckless doing Dear God. Listened to it earlier walking the dogs. I like the band, and I think they rock pretty hard. Angus really has the hots for Taylor Momsen. She's a bit bony for me. Just saying. I like the getaway sticks, but I need a little more meat on them turkey legs. So these are brisked-chiller-sticks, stainless steel. Instructions. Damn it, I forgot to pull them out of the freezer. They've been in the freezer for about a week now. 1. Rinse. Then freeze chiller sticks for 30 to 45 minutes before use. Well, I think we got that covered. It's been in there for about a week. We recommend keeping them in the freezer or an ice bucket when not in use. Fair enough. Take a small sip of your drink before inserting the chiller sticks to avoid any overflow. Okay, dare me. Place the chiller stick into the bottle and make sure that it is firm and tight before drinking. We can do that. Keep the chiller stick sealed tight while you drink from the top. Enjoy your drink. Designed in the US but made in China. And there's a QR code for anybody interested. They're like $8.49 right now on Crepazon. Not that I'm repping for this place, but yeah, $8.49 delivery tomorrow. And this is for the chubbies, which are the shorter, fatter ones. And from Nor or whatever has the longer version for $13.97. Or Cat Zone has them for $10.99. First, let's see if they work. How about that crazy idea? So, Kona, been in the refrigerator overnight. Should be cold enough to drink. Kona, sitting on the sideboard. Should be room temperature. Again, I brought everything. Here's the therm. But what did I not bring? The chiller sticks. Hang on, I'll be right back. And we're back. So here are your chubby sticks. You can see the frost on them. Here is the bottle opener that also came in the box. Somebody's going to ask. The magnet there. That's the interior of the box. That's where the magnet was. And then there was a little card stock thing in there. That's long gone. Mea culpa. Anyway, there's a steel. There's your vent. And there's the pouring hole for your mouth. So your mouth hole. But it looks like everything beyond that, from here down, is just milled steel. We can work with that. And a rubber seal for the bottle. So, let's open the first beer. We'll use their bottle opener. Dented my bottle cap. We're going to take a sip of beer, which is, well, let's find out exactly how warm it is, shall we? Yeah, 82. Okay, well, that's way above the temperature I want to drink this beer. So, there we go. We pushed it down to lock it in place. Now, I don't actually think that stick is going to be able to chill that beer down much below 60 if we're lucky. But we also have this one, which I will take out of the brewmate. You know what? Let's see something. Yeah, could work in a pinch, but not today. Maybe that's why they included a bottle opener. The temperature on this beer that has been sitting in the refrigerator is 45, 946. So 35-degree swing, right? Now with this one, I can take a swig out of the bottle and not be disgusted. I got paint in here. No offense, there's enough toxins in the world. I don't need to be drinking bottle cap paint. Once again, insert stick. Push down. Now, I'm just gripping the bottle. I'm just gripping this stick itself, and it's not holding the bottle up. So, I have no idea how tight that seal actually is. So what did it say? Take a sip, insert stick, make sure it seals, and then sip from the mouth opening. Okay. It worked. It's not foaming over. All right. So you can go there, and I need you to do this, and I need this. So what do you say we give it? It's set for 8, but let's give it 5. And see what happens in 5 minutes, temperature-wise, between the two. Again, they're just sitting there. So we will find out. Temperature-wise today, by the way, judging by the thermometer here, .95.7, 95.9, 96, mid to high 90s. Okay, so that gives us some sort of baseline. I am going to pause and come back when the timer goes off. But in the meantime, I'll let Skinny Little Blonde Girl sing. Great pipes, man. Good band. I like them. Be right back. All right, there is the alarm. Where are you? There we go. Now it can be less annoying. Need to learn how to change the numbers on that. So, here is our warm beer. It's a decant. Now you see this one is tighter. Maybe it's because the glass is a little more expansive in the warm bottle than it is in the cold. We know that cold causes things to contract. And the current temperature of this beer is 80.2. I know. I don't like shaking beers up either. But I thought we should probably normalize the temperature. Take the gas off slowly. There we go. Double check the temp. And I'm glad we normalized temperature because we're at 78.4. 78.4. Okay, back you go, Mr. Chiller Stick. And locked and loaded. And no, I don't need to taste a 74-degree Kona Big Wave. Now, cold beer with the cold stick. You'll notice that popped right out. Now, sample size of 2 sticks as I pour beer on my foot. And that could just be a manufacturing issue, or that could be, again, the glass being contracted. We're now looking at 50.5. Well, not exactly chilling that beer down. All right, let's go 5 more minutes. And see what we get. Be right back. You know what? While we're sitting here, let's run specs. You. There we go. Eyeballs, please. I don't want to add the item to a list. I don't want similar products. I don't want highlights. What I want, what's in the box, additional details from the brand. How about just giving me the actual specs? Looking for specific info, you think? Questions and reviews. Incidentally, I read none of these because it popped up and it was $10, and I was like, cool. Because, you know, it's not like I have any beer crap laying around. How did we get our start? What makes our products unique? Why do we love what we do? Probably because you're a bunch of drunken sots like myself. Product details gives me bupkis. I hate these people. These are the same idiots that decided everything needed to be frickin' digital. And then they don't bother to tell us what's in anything. Why are you digital? I don't have weight. I don't have material. Wine chillers, thermocoolers, similar products. Keeps beers 2 times colder than standard chillers. Yeah, I don't know. No. Brand name Brisk UPC, manufacturer, manufacturer part, number, name, blobbity, blobbity, blobbity. 4.4 out of 5 is the average reviews. Again, measurements, chubby sticks, volume 1. Thanks. Additional details, stainless steel. Warranty, for additional warranty. There was a time once when people took pride in their work, paid attention to detail, trust me, dudes, I spent the last 25 hours, 25, because I got hired on at a big orange box store. Finished it today. 4 days last week. And today, of just staring at a computer monitor, watching nonsense. None of the information is absorbable because you're taking in so much in a horrible form. I'm the best way to learn is hands-on kind of guy. Generational differences, right? Because nobody taught their kids the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Amazing how that one worked. And yet, here we are. 27:26, so a little outside of 20 seconds left. Let's see what we got going on. Cold beer, warm beer. 4, 3, 2, 1, and annoying noises. Also, what is with that candy-ass twinkle twinkle sound? Again, it's saying 81, so again, we're going to normalize. Now, these aren't designed to cool your beer down. They're just theoretically designed to keep it cool, not cold. The stick has warmed up considerably too. It has absorbed a lot of it has absorbed a lot of that heat. $80. It actually increased in temperature. Again, it's not particularly fair that it's 97 degrees in Phoenix and we're doing that to this. But I thought, since this was steel, it should have enough mass to at least, crazy, hold or retain some of the temperature. So the probe says the stick is at 73. I don't know if you can see that. 73. That beer needs to be recapped and put into the freezer to make it drinkable. Let's see what the "we're going to keep your beer cold" one says. That stick is considerably cooler. $57, $58. Say with $10. If nothing else, it made for an interesting experiment. Salud. I know, you're gonna say, dude, you didn't normalize. I did not. That's why I drank that beer. 55, 56, 55, 56. Still not knocking it out of the park. Now that the bottle is warmed up, the cap holds on a little better. Either the rubber in the cap is expanded out, or the bottle is opened up a little bit. There's a tiny well in here. And the beer within that tiny well is at 59. So, what do you say? Well, first thing I say is an interesting concept. I could probably use some improvement. Would I buy a second set of these or rock these? No. Again, lark, and only because I run the channel do I do this kind of stuff. Otherwise, no. See, I have this amazing product that we have reviewed in the past. That keeps my beer cold. I have no idea what it's worth. You know they don't pay me to do any of these, right? These are all out of pocket, which segues nicely into buy me beer pages down below. So you can sponsor me to buy crap too and review it for you. I'm okay with that. Really don't like when my lagers get warm. Yeah, but or you can buy me a beer. Or you can just reach out and ask me questions. Or you can like, share, remind, and subscribe, please. That would appreciate that as it helps greatly. They gave this a 4.4 out of 5. I'm thinking there were a lot of people that they said, hey, do me a favor and review this, and we'll take care of you on the back end, because that's actually pretty common. Scusi. I've had them ask me to do that. No. It wasn't for beer stuff, it was for medical stuff. But no, I'm a somewhat honorable human being. Yeah. Would I give this a 4.5 out of 5? No way in hell, man. To be fair, in 10 minutes, I guess it did an okay job on the beer. Got it up to like 55 instead of like 80, which it very well could have been since we're pushing 100 today. Did it cool down the other beer? Not enough to make a difference, but it's not designed for that. Did I chill them long enough? Yes, it was in the freezer for days. So, is what it is. I mean, is the bottle opener worth $10? No. And I'm the guy that collects bottle openers. No. 2.5? 2.5 on a good day. If you had to give this as a gift to somebody you didn't particularly like very much, you wanted to make it like a gag gift, or you had no idea what else to get them and you were willing to drop ship it overnight, go for it. I don't think there's enough mass here to make a difference. I mean, beer started at 46, it's at 55. That's a 9-degree swing. This beer, 84 to 77 to 80. You do you, man. I know these ain't cheap, but they work. Now I know if I have this one, then I have this one. They're gonna do something while we're sitting here, letting the beer go in one direction or the other. All right, what I got for you? Thank you for coming by, putting eyeballs on. People, love you. Big Free. I will catch you on the next one. Remember, you can buy me crap down below, and if you want to reach out and touch me, there's a link down there. You can do that too. All the other links are there. Join the community. Come, chill with us. Have fun. All right? I will catch you on the next one, my friends. Do I have another beer review coming up? Another gear review? Ooh, I got those ice mallets I want to turn into bottle openers. We'll see how that project turns out. Skol.